Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of this series called Secrets of Greatness. Today, I'm going to tell you a story. This story is about an all-time great that the world considers to be a genius, an enigma, a natural talent. And what I want you to do is I want you to write down your key takeaways from this story in the comments section below. And in the following episode, I will share with you my analysis and the lessons learned from the story. So, without any further ado, let's get going. During his early childhood, Einstein was a cause of concern for his parents. He started speaking a lot late for his age, and when he did it with a lot of difficulties. He would mutter a few words before finally speaking them out loud, and his parents thought that their son may have a mental deficiency. They took him to a few doctors, and finally he overcame his speech issues. And later on, he discovered his inclination for science and his knack for solving complex puzzles. When young Albert's father gifted him a compass, he was very fascinated by the invisible and magical forces that operated the needle of this device. His curious mind wondered, what if there were other invisible and magical forces out there that are yet to be discovered? However, at school, the problems started to resurface. Einstein hated memorizing facts and numbers. He was not very fond of his teachers, and in fact, that feelings were mutual. Einstein was also consistently poor in terms of his grades, so his parents were extremely worried about their son's future. So, at the age of 16, they sent him to a more liberal-minded school where the teaching methodologies were more or less based on observational learning. This environment was extremely good for Einstein. This is where he thrived and started working on his first thought experiments. At the age of 21, he graduated from university. But guess what? He was not a class topper. In fact, he graduated right at the bottom of the class and found his job prospects to be extremely meager. His father, through his connections, was able to get Einstein a well-paid position at an insurance company. But Einstein said no. He said that this position will stagnate his brain growth and suppress his thinking powers. Instead, he took up a low-paying job as a clerk at a patent office. In a few months, he became so good at his job that he would finish his work in 2 to 3 hours and spend the remaining time working on his theoretical and thought experiments. Through these experiments, Einstein came across a few gaps or problems in the Newtonian concepts of the universe. And challenging these Newtonian concepts meant challenging the norms, challenging the status quo. And this did not deter Einstein either. He used that as an opportunity to create his own path and not feel burdened by the need to fit in. Years went by, and to the outside world, Einstein was an epitome of failure. He kept persevering, however. He kept persevering at solving that one problem that deeply troubled him with an intense amount of focus. 10 years later, yes, 10 years later, finally, after incredible amount of belief, sheer focus, undying effort, remarkable amount of overcoming challenges and making mistakes, and receiving constructive and destructive feedback on the way, Einstein finally came up with his groundbreaking theory on simple relativity. It took him 10 years. Yes, it took him 10 years to come up with his first scientific achievement. And here's the real kicker. He didn't just stop there. It took him another 10 years. He spent another 10 years to come up with another theory that further enhanced his first theory, which is now what we know as the theory on general relativity. So this, in a nutshell, was Einstein's story. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to write down your key takeaways in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video.